Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Flowing with Faith. Thank you so much for being here today, for being here for you, and for choosing to select play on this video. Today we will be moving through a deep stretch. I promise this time I'm not going to make it heart openers. Today will be a deep stretch. And we will begin today by lying down, but before you do, you might want to have a couple blocks or books available for support in a couple poses we do. So you might want to go ahead and grab those, pause the video if you don't have them, and meet me back here lying down when you're ready. Go ahead and spread out. Allow your feet to come as wide as your mat, allowing your palms to face up, out to your sides, closing your eyes, allowing them to become closed here. Focusing for just a moment on your breath, where it's entering and exiting your body. And then begin to imagine a bright green light emanating from your heart center space. Just pulsating there, just slowly allowing it to bring your attention to that space. And as you inhale, witness that green light expand across your chest. And then watch as it expands down your belly, over your hips, into your legs and feet. Watching as that green pulsating light begins to encompass your shoulders and your arms, your wrist and your fingers. Imagine this light as a light of a love hug for your body. And slowly you witness that light begin to draw itself back into center space at your heart center until it becomes centered back home. Beautiful. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers, allowing some movement to come up to your ankles and wrists, and then slowly up to your elbows and knees, maybe windshield wipering your feet. And then slowly bringing your knees up to the mat, and then go ahead and give yourself a hug, allowing those knees to come to your chest. And maybe slowly rocking side to side, giving your back a nice little massage. Good. You can open your eyes here if they're not already open, or you can leave them closed. It's up to you. Go ahead and release your left foot onto the mat, allowing your knee to remain bent. And interlace your hands below your right knee and hug that right knee into your armpit, chest area. Inhale deeply into that right hip. And if it's available to you, you can release that left leg to the ground. Maybe rolling your right ankle here one way and then the other, giving your ankle some love. Inhale here, and with an exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and your right arm out beside you, Just give yourself a slow twist, allowing that right knee to fall over to the left side. Not too deep, just waking up your spine just a bit. Maybe looking over your right shoulder if that's available to you, or straight ahead. Inhale, release back to center, hugging both legs up to your chest. Give yourself a hug. You can rock side to side again here, allowing your back to get a nice massage. And then returning back to center, releasing your right foot to the mat, allowing that knee to stay bent, and bringing your hands interlaced, maybe counterintuitively this time, below your left knee, hugging that left knee into your armpit chest. Breathing deeply into that left hip here. If it's available to you, you can release that right leg straight to the ground. Deep inhale here, and then use an exhale to bring your right knee or your right hand to your knee, and go ahead and let that left knee fall over to the right, bringing your left hand out to the side, maybe glancing over your left shoulder, just a small twist here, not forcing. Breathe deep into your left back body, that left hip. Nice. Go ahead and exhale that and release. Bring yourself back to center space. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself some love. Beautiful. Crossing your ankles here. We'll begin to slowly, you can grab behind your legs and slowly rock and roll yourself up to a seated position. Beautiful. Coming to the center of your mat when you're ready. Sit up straight and tall, bringing your hands to your knees. We'll do a few seated cat-cows. So you'll inhale your chest through your arms, look up at the sky. And exhale, rounding back, allowing your tailbone to come back onto the floor, chin to chest. Inhale, looking up at the sky. Exhale, round back. Last time here, inhale, look up. And exhale, round back. Good. Coming back to center space, we'll inhale, circle sweep arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your right palm down to the ground next to you, rainbowing your left hand over for a side stretch, allowing that left shoulder to come, rolling it back and down your spine. Maybe hug that right elbow into your right side body. Breathe deeply into your left side here. And exhale. And then inhale, both arms up to center. And exhale, left hand down to the mat, rainbowing that right arm over. Hug that left elbow into your side body. Rolling that right shoulder back. Look up at the sky if that's available to you. Inhale into that right side body. And then use your next inhale to bring yourself back up to center space. And then exhale, go ahead and bring your palms down to the ground in front of you, forward fold. Take 2 deep belly breaths here. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Use an inhale to look up at your hands and slowly walk yourself back up to a seated position. Coming back onto your palms just slightly so that you can switch the crossing of your legs. So bringing your opposite leg in front of you this time. It might feel a little weird, but just try to go with it if you can. From here, we'll inhale, circle sweep arms up. And exhale, bring your left hand down, this time first, rainbowing that right arm over, right shoulder back, hugging your left elbow into your left side body. Inhale back to center space. Exhale the right hand down, left arm rainbows over. Use an inhale to come back up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk yourself back up. And go ahead and roll over your feet here, coming into your first tabletop position of this practice. Adjust your clothing here if you need to. And then bringing your wrist down directly below your shoulders and your knees directly below your hips. Engaging in your core here, drawing your belly button to your spine. We're going to go ahead and take a couple cat-cows here. So inhale, look up. Gaze and tailbone to the sky. Exhale, round through. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, back to cat. Good. Coming back to tabletop position, meet me at center space here. Go ahead and start swinging your hips side to side. Good morning, hips, or afternoon, or just hello. Just hello. Good. The next time you're all the way to the right, stop, hold it there, and swing your hips with an exhale. Tailbone down toward your feet. Inhale, back up, some hip circles. Exhaling your sits bones towards your heels. Inhaling your shoulders back over your wrists. Good. Do this 3 times before coming back to center space, and then swaying your hips, starting the opposite direction this time. And next time that you're to the left, pause, and then use your exhale to swing your hips down towards your heels, and inhale back up. Good. Do this the same amount of times, about 3 times on this side as you did on the other side. And then meet me back at center space. Good. Go ahead and realign yourself. And we will take our right toes back behind us on the mat, giving our right calf some love, giving it a little calf stretch, rocking forward and backwards. Inhale your shoulders over your wrist. Exhale, pushing back. Just a little stretch here. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Good. Come back to center space. Use an inhale to raise that right leg to hip height. And then exhale, stepping that right foot up on the outside of your right hand. Your right toes are slightly off the mat, coming into lizard pose. Inhale, looking straight ahead. Great. If it's available to you, you can come down onto your elbows here. And giving your right hammy some love. Good. If you're not already, use an inhale to come up onto your palms. And with your exhale, begin to slowly heel toe your right foot over to the left side of your mat, bringing your knee down onto the mat and your toenails onto the mat. Now make sure that your right knee is out to the right side, pointing toward the right top edge of your mat, right top corner of your mat. If this is too uncomfortable for you, you can come into deer pose by bringing that left knee up to your right foot. But we're going to hold in pigeon here for 2 to 3 breaths. Make sure your hips are square, looking straight ahead. If it's available to you in your practice, you can come down onto your elbows. Beautiful. If you're not already up on your palms, go ahead and walk yourself up. And curl your back toes under, just walk your knee up a little bit and allow that right leg to come back out straight behind you. Shake it out. Good. Use an exhale to bring that right foot and place it right up in between your hands in a low lunge position. Here's where I want you to grab your blocks, to bring the ground up to you, if you'd like. It's really nice. You can really stabilize yourself in this position with your blocks. Inhale, look forward. And with your exhale, shift your hips just slightly back, allowing your toes to come to the sky. You can continue to use your blocks here. And then use an inhale to come back to a low lunge. Good. Exhale into a half split. We're not coming down. We're not bringing our hip all the way to our foot here. But we're attempting to get a stretch in this back of your left leg. Now, if your knee is tight, feel free to bend it. Good. Now use your inhale to come back to a low lunge. From here, I want you to curl your left toes under, lift your left knee off the mat, step your foot halfway up and bring it to a 45-degree angle, grounding down through all four corners of your right foot, straighten your right knee, and you're in pyramid pose. Looking straight ahead, your back is flat here, flat back position. Inhale, and exhale into it. Inhale, slide out. Coming back up to flat back, bending your knees while simultaneously allowing your left heel to come back up. Bring your left foot back to the ground, your left knee back to the ground, back in low lunge. Set your blocks to the side for just a second. Plant your hands. Bring your right knee back to meet your left. Inhale and exhale into child's pose. Take 2 to 3 breaths here. If this is not available to you or uncomfortable in your knees, please place a blanket under your knees. You can also come into extended child's pose by allowing your knees to come out as wide as your mat, your big toes to touch. Deep belly breaths. Whisper some sweet nothings to yourself here. I love you. I am strong. I am worthy. I am enough. Inhale, looking up at your palms, allowing your hips to come back over your knees. Go ahead and give them a rock side to side. Coming back to center space, we'll take that calf stretch on the left side, bringing those toes straight back to your mat. Rocking forward and back on this side like we did on the last side. Good. Inhale, bring that left foot up to hip height and use your exhale to bring that left foot to the outside of your left hand. Your left toes slightly spill off your mat. Bring your palms down. Inhale, looking forward. And exhale, you can bring your elbows to the mat if that's in your practice. Good. If your palms are not already on the mat, slowly make your way there. Inhale and use an exhale to begin walking, heel-toeing your left foot over to the right side of your mat. Allowing your knee to come down to the mat. Your toenails are pressing down into your mat. Your left knee is pointed out toward the left front corner, top corner of your mat. Inhale, look forward. And exhale, coming down onto your elbows if that's available to you. Good. From here, planting your palms back on the mat if they're not already. Go ahead and curl your right toes under and walk that up so that you walk your knee up so you can bring your left leg back to hip height. Shake it out. And use that inhale and exhale to bring that left foot through, right, and placing it right in between your hands. Again, grab your blocks here. You're in that low lunge position. Square your hips, look forward. Inhale and use your exhale to allow your toes to come to the sky, shifting your hips back in space. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, half split. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, half split. Hold it here for 2 breaths. You can bend that knee again here if you did on the other side. You can walk your blocks closer to you. Find a space that you can drop in for 2 to 3 breaths here. Before using an inhale to come back to that low lunge. We're coming into our pyramid pose here on the left side. So again, maybe drawing your left hip back in space. Curl your right toes under. Allow that right knee to come up off the mat and step that right foot up about halfway, turning into that right foot onto a 45-degree angle. Straightening your left knee. Inhale, look forward, flat back position here. And exhale, fold into your pyramid pose. Beautiful work, yogis. Use an inhale to come back to your flat back position, bending your left knee while simultaneously coming up onto your right toes and allowing that right knee to come back to the mat, back into your low lunge position. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bringing that left knee behind you, shake it out, back to the mat, bringing it next to your right knee, and then coming into your child's pose here. Take whatever child's pose feels best for you this time, in this round. Remember to think loving thoughts to and about yourself here. Inhaling, looking up at your palms, shifting your hips back over your knees, bringing your knees back below your hips. Walk yourself back, sits bones to heels. Close your eyes here for 1 moment. Deep inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale in. Exhale, sigh it out. Good. Coming forward onto your knees, allowing your hands to come back to the mat. Go ahead and cross your ankles, walk yourself back onto your sits bones, coming into butterfly pose. Good. From here, take your right leg out beside you. Hug your left knee in. Inhale inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, looking over, twisting over that right leg, folding forward. Remember, you can bring a blanket under your knee here or a block if you're tight. Bend your knee as much as you need to. Inhale, look up at your toes. And use your hands to walk yourself back up to seated position. Coming back into that butterfly here. Feet together, flutter your wings. Bringing that left leg out to the side, toes to the sky, hugging your right foot in. Inhale, circle sweep, arms to the sky. Exhale, turn your body over your left leg and allow yourself to fold over that left leg. Remember to bring something under your knee if that hamstring is tight here. Good. Inhale, look up at your toes and walk yourself back up to seated. Coming into that butterfly pose one more time. Flutter your knees if that feels good. Grab your ankles. Make sure you have a straight spine here. Inhale deeply. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your thumbs to your arches here and give your feet some love. I love to massage my feet. We require so much of them. They deserve our attention. You can start by just slowly starting in the middle of your arches and with your thumbs and kind of combing outwards to the edge if you're not comfortable with that. Give your toes some love, your ankles. Wiggle your toes. Okay, bring your hands to the outsides of your knees. Bring your knees together to touch. I'm going to turn on my mat. Go ahead and inhale for a straight spine here. Bring your hands out in front of you. And begin using your exhale to slowly lower yourself to the mat as slow as you can go. Just a little bit of core work, just a little, not much. Slow, slow, slow. Coming all the way down to lie on your back. Beautiful. Okay, from here, we'll raise our right foot to the sky, roll our ankle one way and then the other. Man, I'm all about that foot love today. And then cross that right ankle over your left knee, making sure that the bones of your ankle are not on top of your knee or on top of your leg. Use an inhale to bring that left leg to your chest for a reclined figure 4 pose. Your feet are almost as if they're pressing into the walls here. So they're not just kind of lax, they're engaged. You can straighten your left leg if that's in your practice. If not, stay right where you were. You can point and flex your toes here, give your left toe, and give your left ankle some love here. Good. When you've had enough of that, release your left foot back to the mat, right foot to the sky. You can circle that ankle a couple times and then release it to the mat. Good. Go ahead and ground down through both feet here. Make sure you're stable. Inhale that left foot to the sky. Give that ankle some love if you did. Give it to the right ankle. And then place that left ankle over your right knee. Again, making sure to avoid the bones resting on top of your right leg. Using your inhale, you can interlace your hands behind your knee or below your knee here. Find something that's comfortable for you. Remember that your feet are engaged here. Showing that left hamstring some love this time, left glute. You can straighten that right leg if you straighten the left leg, and give your ankle some circles on this side if you did on the other side. Beautiful. Slowly releasing that right foot back to the mat. Inhaling that left foot, go ahead and give it some circles of love. Also, if you did on the right side, before releasing the left foot back to the mat. Planting your palms here, walk your feet as close to your body as you can. We're going to do just a few bridge poses here. So you'll use your inhale to squeeze your knees and thighs together while lifting your hips off the ground, chest and chin to the sky, and use your exhale to slowly lower. Inhale, pressing down through your palms, then raising your hips one more time, remembering to squeeze your legs together. And exhale, back down to the mat. We'll do that one more time. This time we'll hold it for a breath or two. So press down through your palms, engage in your thighs and knees. Inhale, lifting your hips, chest, and then maybe rolling your shoulders down behind you, maybe interlacing your hands here if it's in your practice. Looking straight up at the sky here. After 2 or 3 breaths, go ahead and release that back down to the mat. Good. Inhale and exhale, windshield wiper your legs to the right. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale your legs to the left. Inhale back to the sky. Exhale to the right. Hold them there this time. Allow your hands to come out into a T or cactus position. You can use an exhale to look over your left shoulder if that's available to you. Also, if it feels nice, you can use that right leg over your left knee. Get a little bit of a deeper stretch in the outside of your right hip. Slowly use an inhale to bring your chin back to center space. Release that right foot from your left knee if you had it there. Inhaling your knees to the sky. Sigh it out there. Inhale in. Exhale. Knees to the left this time. Inhale, knees to center space. And then allow them to fall to the right with an exhale. Inhale. Back up. And exhale to the left, allowing those knees to hang out on the left side this time. You can bring your chin to look past your right shoulder. You can also bring your left ankle over your right knee, allowing for that deeper stretch on this right side. Good. Use an inhale to bring your chin back to center space and releasing that left ankle from your right knee. Bringing your knees back to the sky. Go ahead and give yourself a hug here. Rock side to side if it feels nice. Before coming back to the center and walking one foot out, then the other. Allowing your hands, your left hand to come onto your heart and your right hand to come onto your belly. If that's comfortable. If not, find yourself someplace where you can rest in your final corpse pose, your resting place for this practice. Maybe picturing that green pulsating light back in your heart center space, allowing it to turn back on, allowing it to hug you, thanking yourself for giving yourself this time on your mat, some self-love time. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me today, yogis. I so appreciate your time with me and being able to spend time with you. As always, from my heart to yours, namaste.